What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Waifu Ju video. Today we are going over which cards that you should be considering bringing into season 3 as your wild card from season 1 into season 3. There's a bunch of great cards that came out in season 1, and I'll kind of break down why I think certain cards are better suited for the meta coming into season 3 as we get down towards the end of season 2. Can change your wild card whenever you would like, so if you do start to struggle with one of these cards, you can flip it out, or if you don't want to use a wild card, you do not have to. These are just my opinions and some ideas for why you should be using these cards. So let's get right into the video. All right, as we always do, let's start with a couple honorable mentions. 99 JT Remuto. He's a really good catcher with some good speed. There's plenty of better catcher options available now, but if you do really well with him and you just like having a defensive speedy catcher, keep him. He might be good. Another one you guys might be mad about, but is 99 Shohei Ohtani. I don't have any other pitchers on this list. I just want you to know that I don't think pitchers are valuable at all. Outside of a spot start or two, if you want to bring in a pitcher for a wild card and just get that one start, they probably won't ever do it again because you're wasting a wild card on a guy that can only pitch one every 5 games. But Shohei is not a bad option because you can DH him and get his energy back while he's DHing. So it's an honorable mention because I don't think it's like efficient, but it's definitely not the worst thing you could do. The last honorable mention is actually a couple of cards, but it's your favorite Team Affinity 1 guy. There's a lot of great 97s from this program. They're super easy to get, and if you happen to get one, you really like them, like this 97 Acuna, this 97 Jeff McNeil, or even this 97 Devers or any of the other ones, feel free to bring them. They're really good cards, especially for fan favorite type of cards, and bring your favorite cards, the ones you like to use, obviously. But enough honorable mentions, let's go over to number 10. Starting off this list strong for cards you should consider bringing in as your wild card into season 3 is 99 overall Ketel Marte. Second baseman, he plays so many positions that makes him incredibly valuable, and he's a switch hitter. He destroys left-handed hitting. He's still pretty decent versus righties, and he just is really solid as a utility guy. If you have him on your team, I would not be shocked, especially because he can fill a lot of holes that you might be gaining in the loss of the set 1 cards. Sticking with the switch hitter at number 9 in this list is going to be 99 overall Francisco Lindor. This card statistically never impressed me that much, but he absolutely destroys me. Every time I play him, he's most likely going to get at least one extra base hit and a run, if not a couple home runs and all of that. He's going to make fantastic plays on the defensive side, and it is infuriating. And if you want to continue to infuriate opponents, Lindor is a great option. You should consider him. He's number 9. At number 8, this is probably the lowest I've ever put a 99 overall Trout on any tier list he's ever been, like, having the opportunity to be part of. But this Trout is obviously very good. Mike Trout is one of the best swings in the game. He has all the quirks in the world. It's Mike Trout. But the stats just aren't up to par, especially on the contact and power side versus left. The clutch is even lower. That is definitely not the best. He's not the best defender out there in the outfield either. There's plenty of better options, but he is still Mike Trout, and he needed to be on this list because without it, it wouldn't be an accurate list. Number 8. At number 7 is one of the surprise cards that nobody even thought we were going to get coming into the year, and then he was unveiled on opening night, and everybody was jaw-dropped. Munetaka Murakami, first base and third baseman. Double barrel power. He has been awesome for pretty much everybody that's used him a good amount. There's no quirks on him, and his contact is definitely a little bit low, and the clutch is even lower, which kind of sucks, but he's a really good card, and to have a guy with max power day 1 for the new set as a lefty is going to be a really great option for you. I'm not mad if you bring him in, especially if you're raking with him. So many people are. He's number 7 for me. At number 6 on this list is going to be 99 overall WBC Trey Turner. Trey Turner is one of the best swings in the game, and this card is really just phenomenal. He plays short, second, third, and center field, and some people put him in left field, and he plays pretty okay apparently out there too. The contact's amazing. The clutch is maxed out. The power versus right is a little low, but the power versus left is fantastic. He's 99 speed. This card does so many things right. He plays a pretty good defense as well. I know a lot of people haven't used him as much as the year has gone on, but this card still was absolutely a demon for me, and he actually might be my choice when that decision has to be made at some point, but I wouldn't blame you. Middle infielder, does a lot, and he is number 6 on this list. We are officially in the top 5, and number 5 is going to be retro finest Jorge Posada, the switch hitting catcher who also plays first base. The stats are amazing on this card. Max contact versus left, which is great against Randy, and he kind of has the reverse contact power split, so he has really good power versus righties. He's a fantastic catcher with 84 block and a pretty good arm at 87 over there. The speed is a catcher, but he's a switch hitter. And catcher is such a weird position because the high-end cards like Joe Mauer and Kyle Schwarber are both well over 200K. And if you finish the BR program back in season 1, you'll probably have this guy already. If not, he's dropped down a insane amount with the end of this season coming up. So he's only 68K right now. It's a great option if you want to fill out the catcher position and not put out 200K for Mauer or Schwarber. Number 4 on this list is Charisma 99 Fernando Tatis Jr. He was in a chase pack, I think number 2, the second chase pack, and the second one of set 1. And this card, a double barrel power, again, just like Murakami. He's pretty much exactly statted like Murakami, except his clutch is maxed out, which is phenomenal, whereas Murakami's a little bit lower. 94 speed is awesome. 99 arm is awesome. He plays so many positions, shortstop and all of the outfield. He just doesn't have any quirks, which definitely is a hindrance on this card. 100-something K, but it's Tatis. A lot of people really love his swing. Some people don't. So if you have him and you want a guy with pretty much max speed, just a couple parallels, he is really, really valuable, and I completely understand why you would want him. He's number 4 on this list. At number 3 is going to be 99 overall Charisma Ken Griffey Jr. The stats are a little disappointing for a Ken Griffey card, especially for what we've seen in the past, but it's Ken Griffey with his fantastic swing. This card has played amazing for so many people. The pretty much maxed out fielding, 93 arm, 88 speed, 92 steal. There's not a single thing this card does poorly. His clutch is higher than his contact, and that's awesome. He has so many quirks with 9 of them. And it's Griffey's swing as a left-handed hitter. I completely understand why people are in love with this card, and I think he's fantastic as well. You give him a couple parallels, and he gets even better, especially at P5. He passes so many thresholds. I think this Griffey's awesome. Bring him into the next season is not a terrible idea, because left-handed 5-tool outfielders are a dime a dozen, or not a dime a dozen. They're super rare. There's not many 5-tool lefties. It's all hitting lefties or all defensive ones. So this is a great option to have kind of all of that put into one, and it could be a great wild card for you. Coming in at number 2, but probably my choice is going to be 99 overall Babe Ruth. Maxed out in every single hitting category besides vision. He's a really good fielder over there at first with silver defense, which is just fine, honestly. He's not even the worst right fielder ever. I don't use him out there, but I have, and I haven't felt too poorly about him out there, but you know, there's obviously better options. He has a trillion quirks with 8 of them, and he absolutely destroys the baseball. Again, to have a guy with maxed out contact, clutch, and power, and quirks, there's not going to be many better hitters in the game at all this year. Never mind for a card that came out day 1. I'm going to probably take him in because I hit way better with him than the next guy on this list, but that's just me. The next guy makes sense. And as everybody expected, number 1 wild card you should be probably bringing in to set 3, season 3, is going to be 99 overall Retro Finest Chipper Jones. First of all, one of the coolest card arts in the game with the Gradient Retro Finest. This card is just honestly unreal. He plays third and shortstop. Not a good defender at either of them, despite what the stats say. He plays a horrible defense. I'm sure anybody watching this that's used a lot of Chipper knows. I've been DHing him as of late, and he's been pretty good there. 115, 125, 121, 125. Essentially, at P5, he is 120 everything and 125 contact, power, and power. The clutch gets well over 122. Like, this is just an insane card as well. He also has a bunch of quirks with 7 of them, so just like Babe Ruth, he gets even better. Some people think this is a better hitting card than Babe Ruth because of switch hitting. I'm not mad at you. I just happen to do better with Babe Ruth personally. But that's the whole point of this video. It's all about preference. And these are just a bunch of guys that you should at least consider bringing into Season 3. That's going to wrap up the video, guys. Let me know who you're going to be bringing in as your wild card as Season 3 comes around. If you're still even playing the game, if you're excited for the All-Star cards coming out. And let me know. There's a lot of great new content coming around the corner. And whenever a new season comes out, it feels like the game gets a new burst of energy. So I can't wait for that because I'm definitely a little bit burnt out. I'm sure you guys are too. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the content. We have more tier lists coming out every single Thursday. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.